Good morning, grade 9. How are you today? Inshallah, today we are going to complete Unit 2 OL, and it's going to be a grammar session. Okay, so in today's session, we are going to talk about two tenses, the past simple, and we will also talk about the past continuous. I believe that we have studied them before many times. So let's consider this session as like revising both tenses. So if we wanted to talk about the past simple, I think we should focus on its usage. So let's take a look here on the usage. We can use it for actions that are finished in the past, completed actions in the past. But you have to state the time when the action happened. Like Yusuf went to the post office yesterday. So here we have stated the time, right? Look, we have yesterday here. Okay. Here we have last year I didn't travel to Korea, you have like stated time and this action finished in the past. So again, number one, we use the past simple tense to talk about actions that finished, started and finished in the past. Number two, actions which happened at a stated time. What is the meaning of stated time? It means time that we know. I didn't see a play yesterday, okay? I didn't see a play yesterday. So the time here is stated. I saw a movie last week. Look, last week, stated time, okay? Um, let's take a look at number three, past habits. Yeah, I can use the past simple to talk about the past habits. Look, I studied Spanish when I was a child, okay? When I was a child. So this happened when I was young. It was my habit, okay? He didn't play the piano. It means when he was young, he didn't do that. He didn't have that habit. Okay. I can use here always, usually, often, sometimes, and all of these words to talk about the habits that I did in the past. I can say I usually walked to school when I was young. I always watched movies when I was young. Okay, it was my habit when I was a child. Okay, let's move to number four. Past actions which happened immediately after each other. Like I finished my work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. Okay, as you can see, actions that happened immediately. Okay, like you can say, I went home, walked to my room, changed my clothes, and maybe slept. So actions that happened immediately after each other. Okay. We have some keywords that we can use to identify the past simple, like yesterday, maybe last week, last month. We can use ago, like 2 hours ago, I ate a sandwich 2 hours ago. I also can use in plus year in 2015. Okay, maybe the day before yesterday. So all of these keywords, when we see them, we tend to use the past simple tense. Right. Okay. Now let's move to the form of this tense. I believe that you know how we can make a sentence in the past simple. I played a match yesterday. I didn't play a match yesterday. In the negative, did you play a match? Yes, no questions. What did you do yesterday? And I also can use an irregular verb like I ate a sandwich 2 hours ago. I didn't eat a sandwich. Did you eat a sandwich yesterday? Okay, what did you do? What did you eat? Okay, now I believe that we know how we can make a sentence, how we can use it and when, and we also know the keywords. Now let's move to the past continuous tense. Let's take a look at the usage. When we use the past continuous, we use it to talk about an action which was in progress at a stated time in the past. An action was happening at a specific stated time in the past. Like, he was working in a factory at 8 o'clock yesterday. I was sleeping at 9 o'clock yesterday. I also can say from 2 o'clock or from 2 to 4 o'clock, I was studying. Look, it's a stated time and the action was happening at that time. I also can use all, like all day yesterday. It was raining all day yesterday. It was a continuous action in the past. Now let's take a look at number two. A past action which was in progress, which was continuous, when another action came and interrupted it. Okay, now we have to use two tenses in this usage. Okay, one action has to be a long action, and the other action that will cause the interruption has to be a short action. I was watching TV when she called. So I was watching TV. It's a long action was happening in the past. Then she called. She interrupted me watching TV. Okay, we can draw it like this. An action was happening and suddenly another action came and interrupted it. Okay, and of course, all of this in the past. Okay, now let's move to this one. Two actions, and the two actions were happening at the same time in the past. And here we have no interruption like number two. Okay, here I will use two long actions, and the two actions were continuous in the past. Look, I was studying while he was making dinner. Look, I was doing something. I was studying, and he was doing something else. He was making dinner. Okay, we can draw it like this. An action was happening. I was doing something, and someone else was doing another action, and we have no interruption. Okay, all of these actions were in the past. We can draw it like this. We can maybe we can write now here. Okay, so um, this is now, and of course before now all of that is in the past. So while I was studying, my sister was sleeping. Okay, we have no interruption. Okay, now let's take a look at the form we use was, where, verb to be in the past, and verb ing, was playing, wasn't playing, were playing, and weren't playing. Okay. In the questions, was he studying? Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. Were they sleeping? Yes, they were. No, they weren't, and so on. I think it's easy. Okay. Now let's take a look at while and when. Okay. You have to focus on both words because maybe they can be confusing sometimes. Okay. Here, look, when you called, I think you know the tense now after when you called, this is past simple. So we use past simple, as you can see, we use past simple, okay, after when, okay? We use it after when. When you called, he was watching the baby. Okay, so we have a long action, a continuous action in the past. He was watching the baby, and then you interrupted that action when you called. Okay, so I have a long action in the past and a short one, and the short one interrupted the long one. Okay, let's take a look at the second example. Okay, when you called, he picked up his mobile phone. Okay, can you see this? Post simple and post simple. Look, here we have post simple and here we have post simple. So I can also use when, post simple, and post simple when the two actions were short. Like when you called me, I answered the phone. Okay. When you sent me a message, I opened it. Okay. No interruption, just two short actions happened in the post and I used when. Okay. So again, I can use when post simple, then post simple. If the two actions are short, okay? When post simple, post continuous when I have interruption. Okay. Now let's talk about while. Okay. While we use while, after while, past continuous. We put the long action after while, the past continuous tense after while. While they were having a nap, somebody broke into the house. Look, they were sleeping. This is a continuous action, an action that was in progress in the past. Somebody broke into the house. It's a short action, okay? And we said we can draw it in this way, a continuous action that was interrupted by another. Okay, the second one, while he was watching TV, I was working. You see, we have no interruption, only two long actions, and we can draw it. Okay, two actions like this. They were happening at the same time and in the post. Okay, we can use while. Maybe also we can use as. Okay, or we can use maybe also just as. Okay, they are like while. We can use as they were having a nap, just as they were having a nap. Okay, we use while as just as okay, while as just as to talk about a continuous action, and on the other side, like a short action, or maybe two continuous actions, but we have to put the continuous one after while as and just as. Okay. Uh, just one more point. If we have a subject in the two sentences and it's the same subject, I can use while plus ing. Okay, let's try to see how. While, okay, while I was uh, walking, okay, in the street, okay, what happened? I met my uncle, okay? Okay, look at what I am going to do now. Okay, I can say while walking, while verb ing, while walking in the street, what happened? I met my uncle. Right. Have you seen what I did now? Here I have while and after while verb ing, but the subject is the same. Like while I was walking, I met. Now I canceled the the subject in the first sentence. Look, while walking in the street, I met my uncle. Okay, I think now you get this point, right? Okay, beautiful. Now let's try to uh, take a look at the keywords. We said while, as, just as, then past continuous. Okay, and on the other side, past simple, past continuous. Okay, according to the meaning, we can use when, past simple, then past continuous. We also can use all day, okay, all day, all night, all morning, yesterday. If you don't mention yesterday, we will have a problem because if I said only all day, this means all day today. I have been studying all day, okay? It will be a different tense. All day yesterday. You have to mention like a keyword to the post. We can also say from 4 to 6 o'clock I was studying. At 7 o'clock yesterday I was sleeping. Okay. Now I believe that you get all the points related to the two tenses. Okay. Now let's try to practice a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Let's try to take a look at this page. Okay. Here I have like sentences, and as you can see, I have a verb between brackets. Okay. Um, Now what we have to do is to change this verb to be suitable for this sentence. Okay. Maybe we will use the past simple, maybe the past continuous. It's according to the sentence. Okay. We will answer a few sentences together. Okay, let's try number one. I, okay, space, visit my cousins in the country last week. Okay, here as you can see, we have last week. So yeah, last week, obviously it's a keyword for the past simple. So the answer is what? Visited. Yeah, yeah. Okay, beautiful. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at number two. Okay, while Amal space Asma called hey. Okay, now I have while. We said after while we put a past continuous sentence or action. Okay, so here I have like an action that was in progress and another action came and interrupted it. Okay, so what do you think? Yeah, the answer is going to be was reading. Yeah, okay. So it was reading. While Amal was reading, Asma called her. Okay. Number three. Yeah, I believe this one is easy. My brother was born in 2005. Yeah, was born. Yeah, we have used this structure many times to talk about ourselves, like I was born in, I was born in, and so on. Okay, let's take a look at number four. Yeah, what space your little brother? Okay, we have are, but at the same time we have at 9 this morning. It is a specific time in the past, a stated stated specific time in the past. What are? No. Is it what? Where? No, because your little brother, we can remove it and put the pronoun he. So what was he? Okay. What was he doing at 9 this morning? Okay. Number 5. Here I have at 9 a.m. this morning. Yeah. So a specific time in the past and the action was in progress. Yeah. I will use the past continuous. So the answer was um, working. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. I believe it's easy. Let's take a look at number 6. Okay. Here we have, as you can see, we have last week. Okay, so this is past simple. And here we have not. So I need a sentence in the past simple, but the sentence is negative. So we didn't finish. Okay, we didn't finish. Yeah, lovely. We didn't finish our science project last week. Okay, let's take a look at number 11. Okay, while my laptop suddenly turned off. So I have an action that was in progress and another action came and interrupted it. So what is the answer? Yeah, yeah, you got it right. While I was doing, yeah, past continuous, of course. Yeah. Um, let's take a look at this one. As the light went out. The same usage like number 11. Okay. It's also past continuous as I was watching. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. I believe this is enough for today. You can complete these sentences, okay, and you can send me your answers, okay, to see if you have got all the points or not. Yeah, it was a lovely session and have a nice day. Goodbye.